Welcome back. Now when we have seen how to conduct descriptive analysis, it is time to move towards other type of analysis. But before we conduct our other type of analysis, for example bivariate in correlation or regression, or we have to test regression, which is a sort of which is a type of multivariate analysis, or hypothesis testing, we normally have to check the normality of our data. So it is time to learn how to check normality of our data. To check the normality of our data, we have to go to descriptive statistics and explore. Right. We go to descriptive statistics, choose explore, and then we choose the variable normality for which we need to check. For example, let's say we want to check the normality of our computed variable, knowledge management. I'll put this in dependent list. I'll go to plots and I'll uncheck everything else. Okay, and I will choose normality plot with test. Right, I'll select continue and then select OK, and I will get this output here: case processing summary, and then there are some descriptive statistics, for example minimum, maximum. This is the important thing. We have Kolmogorov-Smirnov test, and we have Shapiro-Wilkinson test. We normally see the Shapiro-Wilkinson test, and if we see this test, the significance value is less than 0.05. In this case, we conclude that these data are not normal, right? If the significance value is less than 0.05, data are not normal. Okay, you should remember this, that the case of normality is bit different than other sort of tests that we perform using SPSS. While we are performing other types of tests, we are normally looking for values lesser than 0.005. But when we are performing normality test, we are looking for a p-value which is greater than 0.05, because if it is less than 0.05, it means data are not normal. Okay, and if data are not normal, we cannot perform certain type of test, we cannot conduct certain type of analyses using them, and we have instead use some other type of test in analysis. We can also see that these data are not normal by having a look at these graphs and plots. For example, if you see this box plot, it is very obvious that there are some outliers, as well as this side is longer, this sort of whisker is longer, and then mean is also not in the center. So these data are not normal. By normal we mean they do not follow a normal shape, a normal distribution, which is like a bell shape. So these data are not normal. We can also confirm this by making a histogram of the data. Okay, let's make a histogram of what? Km. Let's find that, and I'll drag this here, and you can see that this is not a bell shape. You can see here as well that this is not a bell shape. So these data are not normal. So that is how we conduct the normality test. In Shapiro-Wilkinson test, we look at the significance value, and if significance value is less than 0.05, which in this case it is, then we conclude that these data are not normal, right? And we can also conclude that by looking at the plots like QQ plot and this Box and Whisker plot. And if the value of P in Shapiro-Wilkinson test is greater than 0.05, say it is 0.1 or 0.2, then we conclude that these data are normal.